Currently there is this trend of outcrossing, and they imply just the main goal is to have more genetic diversity. And this is of course a good thing, because a lot of breeds are inbred a lot, but more importantly they are getting ill and they have no functionality left. So we focus oftentimes on breeds to increase that diversity. And sometimes they say, for example, the Arabic running dog Slugchi has one of the highest genetic diversity, and the second would be then for example that Chihuahua type of dog. And then they tell me that outcrossing to that Chihuahua type of dog would be the very best thing to do, because the genetic diversity in that breed is so high. Now there are two things. One is, you should, in my opinion, use genetic diversity as a tool, not a means. So what I'm saying is that you want to add functionality and healthy dog breed characteristics. In my opinion, those small dogs, including Chihuahua, often get to an old age, but they are not that supremely healthy, or at least they are never real performance type of dogs. And why not? You have, especially the smaller Chihuahuas, have a large degree of dwarfism. So what that means that they have weak bones. They often also have very big eyes compared to their skull, which leaves them weak and vulnerable. They often develop a lot of problems, also behaviorally. This could also be done because their skull will put a lot of pressure on the brain, so it is just too small. And would you want to outcross to that source, in my opinion, you should steer clear of everything that's not a functional type of breed, if possible. That's one. The second is, even if a breed as a Chihuahua would have that big of genetic diversity, in outcross you should look at a breed that's almost opposing the breed that you have the most. If you want for the purest outcross in your means, which is not my means, is to maximize genetic diversity. For example, if you would outcross a Chihuahua to another Mexican breed, you will get very limited additional genetic diversity, because it might be that the Chihuahua has a high genetic diversity, but the drawback is they are still almost all the same genes as the next Mexican type of dog. So that's one. Another point that I want to address is, if you're outcrossing, I should strongly advise not to ruin the better breed that you're outcrossing against. So what I'm saying is, for example, if you have an English Bulldog and you want to add functionality, and you outcross it to a performance-bred American Pit Bull Terrier, then do it like this. Then the performance-bred dog, Sire, the show breed bitch, and not the other way around. And why not? One is, if you do so, then the performance bred gene pool is not limited, because you will take one of the cycles of the American Pit Bull Terrier bitch out of the equation, because she's already sired by an English Bulldog sire. That's one. And the other point is, if you're so in love with your non-functional show dog, normally the dom, so the bitch, would give the greatest amount of genes and also phenotype towards the pups. So if that is the case, you could better use the the dog that you want to improve as the bitch. Have a great day.